What's up, y'all? This is episode 34, People's Podcast. We're gonna be talking about culture vultures and women raising boys on their lonesome. And I know this topic is gonna be special to somebody, but Brandon, that's your Sports Center plan.
Sports Center.
Yeah,
I'm actually out in the middle room.
Okay.
Let me turn it down. I'm out.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I'm gonna start it off with we're gonna get this one out the way. Culture vulture, and well, you know what? Let everybody introduce themselves. Y'all go ahead, and then we'll start from
I guess I'll start first. My name is Quinn. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I'm also a blogger on Facebook. It's called Durant, and also I have a Facebook page called Mighty Quinn. So later in the show, I'll advertise that where I'm at, and I've been a big good friend to Dooley for like a long time.
Damn, it's been a minute. I can't even remember how many, like going back, like, it's been a minute. Yeah.
It's been about 5 years. Like
I
you
think
and I
more.
just walked.
I think
yeah,
more.
well,
I think more.
like yeah, I don't know. This has been a long time. All I know, we was just throwing fat jokes at each other, just became friends. Like
yeah.
Otherwise,
messed up sense of humor. The messed up sense of humor we had. So.
Oh. All right, but the saga continues from then.
Yeah, it's not amped up. It's on steroids now. So.
Right. Good to be here, though.
All right. What else we got?
I'm Yara. I'm just a single mom who met Dooley at work.
And she's actually one of the newest members of our cast here. Just happened that way. Things happen for a reason. That's all I can say. All right, glad to have you aboard. Who else we got?
All right, my name's Brandon. I've been on here a few times. I've been known Abdul from work. I am a pursuing sports broadcaster and want to be a sports entertainer. And I'm currently reside in Belleville, Michigan.
He also does when I have the episodes of the People Podcast Sports Edition.
Yeah.
He actually
has Sports Edition. It's been a minute.
All right, and we got Ricky here. He's at work right now, so he's gonna jump in when he can, and we're gonna get it started. First, I want to ask y'all.
Like Hebrew slave, bro. Like Hebrew slave.
Yeah, he with us. He with us right now, so he listening right now. So we may not hear him, but he'll step in when he can. I'm gonna ask this first question. What's your definitions of culture vulture? Go ahead, Gary.
Okay. So, in my opinion, a culture vulture is someone who doesn't really appreciate a culture, but like just because it's something that's kind of hip at the moment, they want to be a part of it.
Yeah, and that's actually what my thing is too. They actually exploit it. They actually make money off of it. And
most of the Caucasian rappers in the rap game right now.
And that's an example. But another example is record labels. They do that a lot. Certain interviewers, they do it. And what do you want to say, Quinn?
Well, culture. I mean, people being a culture vulture. I mean, it could be anything that's trending. It could be from music, television, even food. Look at the freaking twisted tea situation. It's basically a person that's trying to turn everything into a meme. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, but we get a hold of stuff and we run it to the ground as it is anyway. And I mean, it's usually, if it's done correctly, ain't no scratch. But that twisted tea is a perfect example.
Everyone was buying twisted tea after that video.
Yeah, I was one of them. I was one. I was a dork. Just even showing myself like looking all threatened and having the twisted tea look like it was about to pop me in the goddamn face. But I mean,
No,
like just everybody rolled it in.
one day I jumped in the truck with Ricky, and he was like, I keep that thing on me. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm thinking he's gonna pull out a pistol or something. He grabbed a can of fucking twisted tea.
No, we had the elf
Wait.
on the shelf in the front of the store on the counter with a twisted tea, and I had a sign that said "Mess with me and you'll get the tea." And
I saw that. And I was like the irony. I was like,
I
wow.
swear,
Genius. Whoever did that was genius.
it was
I-
Crystal. It was Crystal for sure.
Okay, I was gonna say Zeke probably because he's
No,
the king
Zeke
of
was
pranks.
on the dirty stuff, like having a. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, I remember one day I came in and it was something scurried across the floor. If y'all tell y'all when I levitated, it didn't touch the floor. I had an out of body experience. From then on, I never let my guard down around like ever. I expect it now. Like it's like it'd be a rat flying across the floor. It'd be a giant cockroach. You know what I'm talking
That
about,
toy
y'all.
Jesus
cockroach
Christ.
that we have.
Oh my god! I'm like this thing is huge.
He'd be putting it in the cash register just to scare me. I'm like, it gets me every time, and I don't know why, because it's my
You'll
toy.
you'll
Like,
get used to it.
What about what about those big spiders though too?
Those are not too well. He had one that just looked abnormally huge. Like this
He
is
has
too
this
big.
black rat. It's like a squeaky toy.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
but
Yeah, but
people make it fashionable to be like a minority or whatever. Like we come up with things out of being creativity, and so often we don't profit off of what we come up with. And can y'all? I mean, can y'all say
Even
anything?
like being like foreign or being light skinned is considered cool, and I'm just. It doesn't really make a difference, honestly.
It don't, and I found out that too. Like people are the same.
Yeah. Either
They're
you're an
ju-
asshole or you're not. Like you could, yeah, no. There's no.
I I'd say it's another form of entertainment with this culture versus thing. In this day and age, I think it's like another thing for catfishing other people to fake a way to get more money into this situation, more money. That's another way terrible. You see it all over social media, anywhere you look, and it's terrible.
Here was the thing about the situation, man. And like, a lot of people, most people, when you say culture vulture, they gonna say somebody that's misappropriating somebody else's culture, using it to exploit them, right? Make money off of it, copycat. But you got some people that grew up like that. You know what I mean? And people will look at them and be like, oh, they faking it, they trying to be somebody they not. If you grew up around other Asians and you black, how you think you gonna act? Like the rest of the Asians you grew up around. So if you are a white dude or a Mexican or somebody that grew up in the hood, you're gonna have a hood mentality. You're gonna have a hood swagger about yourself. So everybody ain't necessarily out here trying to mimic a copycat or steal nothing. They just being who they was raised to be. People don't want to believe that you can be a product of your environment, but I believe wholeheartedly you can.
And
What, Yara?
even with like first generation Americans, like people whose parents came from a different country, like they think that their kids are just too Americanized, but like you brought your kids to America to be around Americans, and like you're surprised that they're acting somewhat American. Like I still love my culture, don't get me wrong. I'm still Arab as hell, but I'm American. Like it's
Oh my god.
But what you have to do, you have to take the good with the bad too.
It's kind of interesting because how she referenced that understanding kind of reminds me of that monk from the first Mortal Kombat movie back in '95. Like straight up says, "Modern life has enfeebled his mind. Too much television." And but at the same time, she's absolutely right. Like it's kind of difficult even within like our race, like in black culture, how people would be, having certain intellect or certain charisma, some personality, where the people outside of it, like who knows how much income, that would think, okay, that's cool. Maybe I should use that form of interest. Then later on, they probably get shot on by, probably in their little circle of, how stupid they really look just because they copied something that really didn't make sense to them,
It's like dumbing yourself down, pretty much.
basically.
And then another thing, though, it's not a such thing as talking white. It's speaking proper English.
Mhm.
That's one thing people would just say that it really gets to me. Like, and then people speak a certain way when you're in certain environments. So
Right.
you're not gonna speak the same
Well,
way you
you
speak
only
it.
really hear people saying you talking white by person, ignorant person. Like motherfuckers that actually got something to ball and going on for themselves, you ain't finna hear too much of that bullshit. That's coming from the motherfuckers from the slums that really ain't got shit going on for themselves. Ignorant motherfuckers that's like
Yeah.
crabs in the barrel. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Like I've been living that freaking insult for a long, long time. Where most of my friends, like especially from the hood, like hated my guts just because like I speak with intelligence, but yet they would say, "You talk white, you should be part of the white people." It's like, how much income you're making? Like, hold up.
Right. That's
Yeah,
just
and
that's pure ignorance.
and the worst part is it's with the black folks. I'm with you guys. I mean, like, if
And
anything,
then whether
this,
you like it or not, though, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's
And
I mean, go ahead.
go ahead.
No,
So
I've been being called white all my life.
Right.
Every time I check my birth certificate, it say black male. But it is what it is.
right.
so
And
so what and what kills me worse is like, and how they try to like kind of bring it, like take themselves back, as soon as they say that, it's like, oh, I didn't mean that, I thought you was like, it's like you just talk proper. It's like, so if I talk white and I'm more intelligent than you, is that what you're saying? Because for what I understand, white people was never inherited intelligence. The human race was inherited intelligent,
right.
along with the other animals in the ecosystem. I think this what we forget is that we are still part of that science, and it's just a very contradicting thing that anyone can say.
We can forget, but some people haven't even made to the point of realizing.
Right.
What I
I know.
miss?
We talking about
Too much.
culture vultures right now.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, and Mila, turn on your mic.
It's on.
Oh,
What's up, Mila?
Hey.
And we talking about culture vultures right now. We want your input on it. We need it ASAP because we went over how we felt the definition was, things like that.
Culture vultures.
Hell,
What
and-
First and
aspect?
foremost, can we get y'all definition of what y'all believe a culture vulture is? before
And we went through that part, so I need y'all definitions, Mr. Wright, and then well,
Who you
Uncle
calling
Ray.
Mr. Right? No.
Uncle Ray.
I'm cool.
He said you missed the
Either
call.
I'm single as fuck too. So I mean, if we want to say Mr. Right,
And if you speak proper, if you speak proper, it's Uncle Cracker.
Oh, well, my definition of a culture vulture is somebody who either gains off of appropriation and then like doesn't really respect the culture. It's just like use it as a spectacle. You want to imitate. You don't even respect the culture, but you like to imitate or make money off of it.
Cash cow.
But yeah, so, or like what's his name? Malone. What's his name?
Post Malone.
Post Malone. Like
Prime
that's a good
example.
example of what I think he's the definition of
Lil Pump.
culture vulture.
Well,
Lil Pump,
the
yeah.
ultimate,
Yeah.
the
Because I don't
ultimate.
mind. I don't. If we talk about hip hop, I'll talk about hip hop specifically. I mean, even though it was birthed from people of color, the culture itself has no color, and I've witnessed people who have joined the culture, and it means just as much as to them as it does to us. And I don't think that's culture vulturing, but people that just want to look cool, but they go back to they home and they home base, and it ain't got shit to do with the culture that they're appropriating, then that's
Elvis
something
Presley
different.
was a vulture.
Right,
What's that?
right. Hey, Mila,
Well,
go ahead.
yeah.
Go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just say this, piggybacking off of what Uncle Ray said, is that the ultimate.
We gonna veggie back because we don't like pork. But go ahead. No, I'm just playing.
That was
Cut me,
that was
Hey, you leave the bacon out of this. Like,
cut me off again and watch what happens.
What's that? What'd you say?
Cut me off again and watch what happens.
My bad, Courtney.
I was gonna say that the ultimate culture vultures to me are the Kardashians. They are the tippy top of
Preach.
Yes.
because they have taken and what I believe at this point, in that starting with their mother, they have made a mockery of our culture and the things that we have going on and the trends that we set, and they have made millions off of it only because they made it appealing to their race of people. It's okay for you to be, into Black men. It's okay for you to try to get the figure that we believe that Black women have, and it's okay for you to pay into that and to get those things and to make profit off of it. I think they have stolen things that we have going on, and it's been proven that there have been Black girls, sisters, that have had lines of makeup, lines of lip gloss that these women have stolen from them and capitalized off of it. So when I see
yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
so when I say, culture vulture, I say that they keep a scope out. It's almost like they have a recon out for what is the next new thing that the Black community is coming up with so that we can take this and we can capitalize and make money off of it.
True.
As long as our name is attached to it, there's no way that you can come up, this Black girl who started this was her idea, that you can come up and make money off of it. There's no way that you can, because the Kardashian name has already been attached to it. And that's why I say that they are the ultimate culture vultures.
And then another thing, just to agree on what you're saying, Mila. Remember, I forgot which Kardashian it was, but they ended up making them take those shirts down. They were selling. They were selling Tupac and Biggie shirts.
Yeah. Like, how do you get away with that? And how do you feel like you can get away with that? But they can get away with it because just like, and I'm not even on one side or the other, but just like Oprah went into an industry and she appealed to not Black women, but she appealed to upper class white women and won that whole audience. You know what I'm saying? So she was an ultimate culture vulture for them because she appealed to that group of people.
I find it
wasn't
amazing.
towards our, huh?
I find it amazing that ain't nobody saying nothing about that school that Oprah built in Africa where all them little girls is getting raped, molested, and killed. I think that's
and disappearing.
But yeah, ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Not a damn word. But
Well, for one, I haven't heard about it because that's an unspeakable atrocity that I feel like shouldn't be left on deaf ears.
That's crazy.
It's actually sad. I mean, coming from somebody that's coming from somewhere, I always put things in terms of, okay, what if this was Africa, or what if this was Saudi Arabia or something? People dropping missiles on us. People like mass kidnappings, mass killings, guerrilla warfare. Things will be different.
Americans take a lot of things for granted,
and that's my whole point.
People think that like living in Chicago or like living in Compton or Detroit is war, but like actually being from a country where a war is still going on, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Like,
and you said a key word, war.
Yeah.
War.
Like everyone has their different versions of war, but
war is war, and like it involves tanks, heavy machine guns, like stuff like, I mean, you got some heavy stuff on the streets, but
I mean, some war could be psychological too, because you got to think. I mean, the Black community has been at war since we've been over here in America, and a lot of it ain't got nothing to do with no guns and bombs or no nothing. A lot of the war is going on mentally.
You're right, but we still deal with propaganda as well. You know, so I mean, that's what it is, bro. You know, but Mila, I want you to elaborate some more on culture vultures because I feel like we didn't get the most out of you about that topic.
Right.
Hey, y'all was talking about war. I got booted out somehow. I think I lost connection for a second.
I
But
kicked you out.
you did that.
No, I think you lost the
Busted.
connection for a second because I didn't have
But,
to let you back in or nothing. It just started back up.
What they say, war is politics with bloodshed, and politics is war without it. Y'all ever heard that quote?
Say it
No,
again.
not till now.
Very well.
I said war is politics with bloodshed, and politics is war without it.
It is.
You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing, but like Rick mentioned, there's psychological warfare that's been going on since,
Right.
for millennia,
Great
that's where it
psyop.
starts. That's where it all starts. It starts in the mind first, and then it
Do-
manifests in the physical.
Do anybody know the
Bloodshed.
definition? Do anybody know the definition of a Cold War?
Cold War? Yeah. I don't know
What's
the Webster's. I don't know Webster's, but
Well, it's basically a war of words.
you got beef, but y'all ain't scrapping yet. That's
No,
pretty much.
we just talking first.
Yeah,
We talking like I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm beat your ass.
right. Like at 3
Man,
o'clock
there's
after
a lot of
school.
cold
after-
Right,
war
like
going on around
Point
here.
your eyes.
Like the beginning of 2020, like those first couple weeks, everyone thought we were gonna have World War III.
We still just might.
It's crazy because really, it didn't really start at 2020. It started in 2019. We just wasn't paying no attention to it until
Yeah.
2020.
And even
Mhm.
like, you guys remember when all those Black Lives Matter protests were going on in the beginning of the year, and like police officers were
Civil War.
like in fireworks places or like bricks everywhere,
Yeah.
and like they were just putting like fireworks off at like random times and shit. Like I feel like that was psychologically getting people ready for like gunshots and bombs and all those loud noises.
No. What it was actually doing
But
was
see,
egging
that's
itself
nothing.
on.
Yeah, it was. They were inciting that
Inciting
to keep it going,
it,
but that's
Instigate.
nothing. That's
Instigate.
nothing new. That happened with
Yeah.
the Black Panthers. That happened with Malcolm X. That's nothing new.
And it even
Martin
goes
Luther
on
King.
and
Yep.
Yeah.
it's happening everywhere.
They know how to rile people up.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer is the oldest trick in the book, and it's still working.
And, But the thing about it is, it's really not working as good as they want it to be. Because if it was working on the level that they wanted, we would have had Civil War by now.
Oh yeah, because I mean, we're in the age of information, or we're leaving the age of information.
Yeah.
So people aren't
End of
as
the world.
easily duped. Well, I mean, obviously, people are still able to be duped, but you have more people that are a little bit more bright, to fall for the bullshit.
That's right.
They see it, so it's not as easy to pull the wool over our eyes nowadays.
It's funny, y'all, she, what was it? Y'all just straight up mentioned Black Lives Matter. Like, I think the culture vulture idea did kind of like coexist itself during those whole riot. Like here in Toledo, in downtown, like most of the march of Black Lives Matter was with a lot of white people, and that also included my pastor, who got bitched up with the friggin' bullets, the rubber bullets. Like he actually got one like dead in the face, like from say about 12, like 6 to 8 yards out, like literally got hit in the face with all these rubber bullets. And just seeing how that played out, like I didn't know what to be disappointed or just literally just for the white people saying, "You let us handle this,"
I mean,
So yeah,
Hey,
wow.
whoever playing that music, turn it down.
I ain't got no
Mute
control
yourself.
over that. That's me. The only reason I unmuted myself is because I was getting ready to say something. Hey, look here, Mila.
I know. Mila thinks she running everything. Sit down. No.
Hey, y'all look, I act like I don't hear nothing. I'm paying attention to my phone.
But let me get this point out. I wanted to say a lot of people haven't done really any background research on Black Lives Matter movement. Like when Mike Brown got killed out in Ferguson, Missouri, and they had Darren Seals Look him up. Please do your research on him. And he got a lot of shit popping because he was a real activist out there in the community. You know, people was following him. People was going to jail and behind the stuff they was doing. A bunch of wild shit was going on. But that man came out and spoke out against Black Lives Matter because he was actually going to merge with them until he found out what they was really on. And I think that's one of the reasons why he ended up getting killed. Because if you look at Black Lives Matter movement, what has that really done to further the black community other than put us more at odds with everybody else?
Well, first of all, initially, it wasn't. A lot of people look at it like it's an organization. It's not really an organization per se. Well, it may be now, but it started off as an ideal and a saying. And then it became a movement. But just like everything else, from the Black Panthers to the gang culture, in its inception, it got righteous intentions. But what happens is it gets infiltrated and it gets relabeled and it gets weaponized. Look at the music, for instance. Rap music, the Panthers, Bloods and Crips, folks, Vice Lords, you know what I'm saying? In its inception, it was about something. It wasn't what it is today. It wasn't just banging and claiming the hood and killing each other. It was revolutionary.
They say the path to hell is paved with good intentions.
With good intentions, yeah. But Black Lives Matter, it just don't have that same. Now I believe, being a black man, yeah. I mean, I know Black lives in fact matter. You know what I'm saying? But that, as far as
America wouldn't even be America if Black lives didn't matter.
if it wasn't just a key word and politicized, it's become something, you know, almost like I equated with, you know, being called a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like, the word Christian means something different to me now. Like, I don't want to be labeled as a Christian. Like, I grew up in a Christian church, but all the connotations that come and the labels come with organized religion, you know, I don't even want to be attached. You get what I'm saying? You see how things like change.
Well,
like
it's
things that become attached to it.
I don't Muslim sometimes. Like, there's Muslims who hide the fact that they're Muslim.
Yeah.
I don't think it's because the religion itself. I think it's probably the people that you see representing.
Right. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Stereotypes behind it.
Exactly.
Right. And that's another, and also that's another way we can be divided once we align ourselves with certain groups, whether it be political or religion or whatever. So once we identify ourselves as liberal or conservative or Christian or Muslim, then it's easier for us to be divided in these little pockets and shit and manipulated and turned against each other. You feel me?
Hey, Quentin, you look like you're gonna say something, but you keep eating.
Hey, for now, mind your business. I mean, I'm just saying. But real shit, like, you know, it's funny how you mentioned politics, like, especially like within the characterization of anybody. Like, I actually consider myself a liberal conservative. Like, I mean, I'm actually am Republican, but at the same time, I don't put my politics in any conversation because
which is wise, which is very wise, yeah.
Because my politics don't mean shit compared to anyone's opinion. So if you're going to, you know, speak your piece, I mean, I can agree or disagree about it. But at the same time, you know, I'm not going to take it personally just because, you know, you're taking jabs on something I believe in.
All right.
Right. I don't understand how anybody could totally just be labeled either. I'm not a liberal or a conservative. You know, there's some things that
you gotta be an independent, think for yourself.
Yeah, I'm. You know, that's like I said. You know, they make it to where it's this whole duality thing. You know, like they give us this illusion of freedom. Like, okay, this is the land of the free, and we get to vote, we get to choose this. But then if they give you your choices, is that really choosing? How the fuck is that freedom? How the fuck do I have a choice when you only giving me two to choose from? You know what I'm saying? That's an illusion. So
no.
In the way that they're able to implement that is to create these dualities. You know, you're either this or that. When there's so many other things in the spectrum, we gotta break ourselves down to right or left or up or down, or you know what I'm saying? And it's a whole circle.
All right,
you know
all right, y'all. Y'all listening? We're gonna take this, we're gonna turn this in another direction. We got a guest speaker. um, we're gonna talk about like how it is, like we've seen this all our life for the most part. A woman raising a young kid, a young child, a young boy, and how's that? I mean, psychologically, you coming up that way, and how it is from a woman's standpoint doing it.
Shit's hard. That's what I gotta say about it. It is. It's definitely hard, but it's worth it. Like, I don't know. You don't really think you're ready for it until you get thrown into something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the way I felt though too. Like, ready or not, I mean, it's something you got to
Yeah.
do. You know. But do you ever get mad and be like, looking just like your damn daddy? Do you?
Shit, my mama used to say
Yeah,
that.
she do.
Get out of
she
here
do.
looking like your daddy.
That
Yeah.
could be
I can't help
damaging
that.
depending on what you're saying to that child. I mean, if you put nothing but hate and positivity into that child because you're mad at the absence of that father, that's an issue.
Honestly,
Personally, go ahead, baby.
I'm sorry. Honestly, I have lots of love for his dad. I just feel like I'm not gonna wait around or like beg anyone to be a father when I got motherfuckers lined up begging me to be the stepdaddy. Like, I'm not just, if I'm already doing it all on my own, I might as well do it all the way on my own. You know.
And I've witnessed this, y'all.
It sounds good.
I will say,
that need to be scratched.
as a man, as a grown man who was raised by a strong single mother, I will say that I in retrospect, I see that she made it a point to make sure that I spent a lot of time around strong male figures, and none of these figures she had a romantic relationship with. You know what I mean? She just made sure, like, I would, join a basketball team where a guy at our church, my friend's father, used to coach, and he'd take me to Cedar Point. One of my homies, his dad was a doctor. He spent a lot of time with me. So there's even though my father wasn't around, I had several male.
He still made sure that you had
male people. She made sure, because a young man needs that, and it don't have to involve a romantic relationship, but just make sure
and
that he's around.
Consistency too. Like, you can't have a new man around your child every
Talk that shit.
Absolutely.
Talk that shit.
Okay, so can I
Plain toxic.
can I weigh in on this?
Go ahead.
No, Mila. No, I'm just joking.
Here lies the problem. I'm gonna holler at you later, Uncle Ray.
What I do now?
You in trouble. You gonna get it.
Who made a Mila the dean of the
let's stay on
podcast?
topic right quick.
No, go ahead.
Let's stay on topic right quick. Go ahead with what you're gonna say, my baby.
I am the mother of a 15-year-old boy, and he is the youngest of 4. I have 3 older daughters, and I raised all 4 of them by myself.
Mhm.
The girls, they were extremely hard because of the personality conflicts, but my son, he was definitely the hardest because I not only had to battle the fact that he was going through emotional, dad kept rejecting him, and not just subliminally, just more to his face, rejecting him, and the fact that I have to battle the media, social media, music, other kids, his friends, and that is the toughest. When he got to junior high, that is probably when I think he started smelling himself. And I couldn't teach my son how to piss standing up. So I definitely can't teach him how to be a man. I can teach him how to be a good person.
I love that honesty right there. I love that honesty.
I can teach him how to be a good person. I can teach him how to survive out in this world. I can teach him how to, how to treat a woman, but I cannot teach this young man how to be a man because I don't know how he feels. I don't know what puberty for a boy is like. I don't know, how his emotions are wired. I can tell you every day about girls, because I am a girl. But for him, it's so hard to reach him. My son started running away. And right now he is in a juvenile facility because he could not stop. I'm in his path. I kept trying to tell him, your path, I done been there. But because I'm a girl, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know, I tried to keep him around males that would influence him. I have one that, you know, he tried and we tried for years. It's just that we lost that battle to, and I'm not saying I lost the battle, I lost this one to
It's all right to lose the
music.
battle as long as you win in the war, baby.
Right.
Well, this battle I did lose to because he's not home. He's in a facility.
That's only time in the making, though. I wouldn't even say you lost anyway.
Right.
Well,
And he's 15.
I'm
He's
not
15.
I'm not done. I'm not done. You know, I'm not turning my back on my kid. This is my baby boy, and you know, whatever it takes to get him to be able to voice and show, you know, like this emotions and show me how I can help you. That's why I say that battle is lost because my son is not here. But there's still another one. And there's always going to be another one until I get him on the right track, until I get him to understand that I'm not going to always be here and you have to be able to take care of yourself.
You say he's 15?
He's 15.
Okay, yeah, that's a rough time. It's a lot to try to understand that it's a hard, and like you mentioned, you have put him around positive male role models, and I have to admit, even though I had those positive real male role models, it ain't the same from your biological father.
Right.
You still there's always going to be that void.
I'm sorry. I have to say this. I've never met a biological. Don't know anything about him. Never seen him before. What I will say is, I was put in positions to be around positive influences, which actually structured me. You know, so that feeling of having a father there for you, playing catch or whatever the hell it is they do.
But okay, so
boys, but you
there is a void.
You got boys that's
but there is a void.
Men that ain't
but
been
here's
around
the
the
deal.
father in their day in the life and act just like the motherfucker.
Yeah, but see, that's not the what.
Well,
okay,
and that's the thing, though. If they were responsible, then I would know them, right?
Right, you're right. But see, the thing is it's not like he doesn't know who his father is. It was just the constant rejection to his face.
Right.
You know, when he was around his father, the feeling of not, you know, he didn't really want him around.
That's worse.
Well, most of his behavior is most likely in response to him not knowing how to properly process what he feels about that. You know, that rejection.
Absolutely.
You know, so if you can, I mean, my suggestion would be just, you know, because a lot of times we all do things. Sometimes we don't understand what it's actually connected to. It took me all the way into my mid-20s to realize, like, some of my self-sabotage that I was unaware that I was doing was tied into, you know, emotions of missing my father, being angry at my father. You know, and I attached that, I misdirected them emotions towards other shit. You know what I mean? Not even knowing the connection. So the first step to that is identifying and acknowledging, you know, the true source of these feelings he's having, you know, and not letting him attribute it to his behavior.
Like
and when you see he's angry,
admitting you got a problem is the first thing, right?
What's that?
I just had this conversation. Admitting is the first step.
The problem is
Mila?
the first step.
Right. That's a whole nother. Hey, that's a whole nother.
Mila?
We can have a whole thing.
Yeah.
But
it still applies. It still applies.
Right.
It still applies, my dude.
I can tell y'all some stories about that. But yeah, I feel you though. Yeah.
I had a conversation with Mila, you know, explaining about the ain't shit syndrome.
What's that?
and I said like wholeheartedly, the first step, I admitted it, like acknowledging that. But of course,
acknowledging what? The ain't shit. What's the ain't shit?
That he ain't shit. Wait, what do you mean that he ain't shit?
Listen, though, that's
Who
not
ain't
something
shit?
you want to speak over your life.
Exactly.
No.
I don't want to claim that.
I ain't shit.
Even if I wasn't shit.
Ain't shit.
Listen,
I ain't gonna claim it because hopefully I one day I'll be shit.
In the name of Jesus.
I'm gonna tell you like I told him, you ain't shit.
Oh my gosh.
No, words are powerful. You gotta speak peace. You gotta speak blessings to people. It's enough negativity.
You gotta know the context. It was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Uncle Ray.
What's up? What's up, sis?
Peace and blessings, and you ain't shit. There.
Thank you.
Whole different thing, ain't it? Don't it change the whole?
I like you though.
It was
I
a
like
good
you though.
vibe all the way up until
Very
you ain't shit.
polarizing.
I still
You
feel
see
it's a
what
good
she did
vibe,
there? I
though.
see
Like,
what
yeah,
she did there. I see what she did there.
That's how they got me, and I was just like, well,
Um,
I stand corrected.
No. I mean, I'm not everything, but I'm not nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely, a work in progress. But no, I try to uplift everybody. I try. I mean, and notice I say try. I try to be uplifting and positive and everything I'm saying. I don't always succeed, but words are powerful.
Everybody on
You know
this
what I'm saying?
channel is unique. Every single person on here is unique.
I know this. If I don't know nothing else, I might not be shit, but I know some motherfuckers that love it. You feel me?
There you go. Yep.
As long as my
Right,
mama
right,
still loves me, can't nobody tell me a damn thing.
Wait,
Right.
Bro,
how you feel
bro,
about
I
that?
love it. I love your ain't shitness.
Yeah. You crack me.
The other
Can we
day,
make
that
that a
was
thing?
the two-way to look at life. Like, you could be down and sad that no one gives a shit, or you could be happy as fuck that no one gives a shit. Like,
Okay, I'm happy as fuck
There's
that don't
always this.
nobody give a shit.
It always comes down
Hold
to
on
perception.
now.
Like
I
at
don't
any
always gave a shit.
Okay.
I think
Sometimes twice a day.
speaking for somebody in the new generation, I think it's too much negativity in the for our generation to have the confidence. There's not a lot of people that have confidence. Too much people on I'll say social media that's want to be the influences. There's not a lot of confidence for people as myself have the voice to be okay. This is okay. This is okay. Mentally, physically, not being yourself. You have to be that
you got to put up a
person
front.
that you
Yeah,
see
social
on
media.
TV to make that right.
Well,
Honestly,
that's
you never went to my Facebook before, so I'll speak this. So peep game. The
Okay, Quinn.
worst
big
liars you
gang.
have is
That
yourself.
used to be so simple. I'll say because it's a repetitive
The
path.
worst liar you have is yourself. Because it like I live on the negativity like 24/7, but at the same time, that don't mean that I don't understand what the new generation is going through, because it may be some of the things that us people that's older you hardly live on the same relatable subject before. So so one side, I mean, it's like I understand, but at the same point, I still I mean, like, not to throw it in your face, but I think your statement's bullshit.
okay. Well, I mean, you have to understand, like, this is the whole point of us being here.
No, I understand the statement. And Mila, my bad. I'm about to.
Gotta
She,
get it off.
she, no,
oh.
she mentioned. I was about to quote you. She
Did
mentioned-
you?
I learned my lesson.
Oh, she turned the camera on.
Prepare for battle.
nails thing.
Don't give me up. My bad, Queen. My bad. I'm peace. I don't want
No,
no. I don't want no
no,
smoke.
no,
I don't want no
peace.
smoke. I don't want no smoke. But no, I was just saying. I was referencing how you mentioned when you was talking about your son. How we got social media, and the young man, his statement, he was talking about social media and the negativity or whatever.
And his generation though too as well.
Yeah, right. So, and I understand that because social media has changed the whole landscape and how we socialize.
It definitely has.
And like, so I heard somebody say it, put it like
Technically,
this:
we
like,
don't socialize. We just sit in our
right,
house
it's
and play with
antisocial,
phones.
yeah, and it's different. So, and that
Everybody
affects
an introvert now.
that affects everything from confidence to self-esteem to some. Like, just think, because we come from a generation where we knew a time without all that shit, and then you got a generation now that's been around
all
since
they know.
Yeah, and the thing about it, see, in our generation, we had your older siblings, your parents, those were your gatekeepers. Like if your friends wanted to come play with you, they had to knock on the door. Your older brother or sister had to say, answer the door, and they say, "Hey, is Ray home or something?" Now, if your older brother or older sister or your mama or father was seeing a little kid that's always breaking into somebody's car and shit, they'll be like, "No, get the fuck off my porch." You know what I'm saying? But now we don't have them gatekeepers no more. That the internet allows all kinds of, the windows of your soul, your eyes and your ears. People don't pay attention of what we allow in, shit, let alone consciously, but even subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? So much is we're taking in so much through what we hear and through what we see, and we're being overly stimulated, from the video games to the social media to the games on our phone. Everybody's constantly being overstimulated. So I do understand how I don't think your comment was bullshit. I mean, that's the way you feel. Anybody's opinion or how they feel, it ain't bullshit. Whether I agree with it or not. But I could definitely see where you're coming from. I don't know your name.
You forgot the block button.
Who that?
No, it's like like we have a gatekeepers. You forgot the block button.
That's the gatekeeper of the internet.
I mean, I get that.
No, because a lot of the times you got folks being blocked because they don't want to hear the truth.
Right. It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
Folks are quick to block you because you tell them about, something that they obviously don't need to be doing, and they know that shit don't look good.
The block button.
I want to be with the in crowd, so I'm gonna make an ass of myself.
Yeah, the block button doesn't negate the fact that the whole landscape of how we socialize has been changed by social media. I mean, definitely there is a block button, and you have that option.
It's the same relevance of, like you said, like back then, we had our brothers and sisters, to protect us, something like that.
Right.
Now we have the universe of Facebook and Twitter, where a block button will actually freaking like dictate who the hell you're gonna have in your circle.
That's true.
And then everything that you put on social media is permanent. Always, everything.
Right.
That's why I make sure I do the most retarded, dumbest stuff I can in personal life, to where
so you can be remembered.
I'm gonna go down in history. Yep, I'm gonna go down in history for the shit I say. And don't forget, everybody add me on Facebook, right?
I need to
quit.
Yep.
Y'all know I'm with the shit.
Yes.
Randy, you know I'm with the shit. Ricky, you know I'm with the shit.
No, I swear to God, 2:00 in the morning. What y'all doing? And I was like, nothing.
Hey, y'all should add me on MySpace though. My MySpace be popping.
Hey,
you still got your MySpace?
I thought I was the only one. I be
listening in the conversation. Like,
I thought that
Ray.
shit got stripped from the internet. I didn't even know MySpace was a thing.
Hey, Ray, I still got less than a degree on MySpace though. Like, I be singing it to my baby mom. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I was thinking about putting that on this album, but I ain't gonna do. I'm gonna save that. I was thinking about putting that on this album I'm about to drop, but I'm gonna save that one.
Yeah, that's that Pink Panther.
No, that's Adam's Family.
Yeah.
Adam's Family.
Like, you gotta hear it though. You gotta hear it.
But oh my gosh, like MySpace was like my high school career.
Hey, all I remember from MySpace.
It was more important than marching band. It was more important than art club. It was more important than wrestling.
MySpace,
like,
that's what started it all, man. I think MySpace. That was before,
like actually, to take it a jump back, Friendster was my start. Like,
I never heard of that. What is that like?
I heard of it. I ain't never touched it though. I ain't never go. That's like Napster.
Friendster was like predated MySpace. But the difference is like you didn't customize your backgrounds and listening to freaking My Chemical Romance and bullshit. Like,
gotcha.
But be that as it may, like, but the history of social media, like, especially in relativity to like some of the resources we have in our circle, whether it's sports, whether it's video games, whether it's even our sex lives, we can add that in. Like it literally like separated up, like we literally made a double life like right in front of our face.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a double life unless you're actually living a double life. Like,
like no, like
Yeah.
you have to see it from perspective, like because most of us won't even pay attention to that because like most of the stuff we say on social media is literally out of everybody's assumption. This is your life. This is your relevant. This is literally what you're talking about. So when I say double life, I'm not saying it in an inconspicuous way. It's more how people see it digitally.
A different persona that represents.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
I get you. And like, I mean, I get exactly what you're saying. Because I do notice a lot of people, like people that I've worked with in the past, I know them from work. And then I friend them on Facebook, and it seemed like it's a whole different motherfucker online. I'm like, damn, that ain't the dude I work with.
That's me.
Because me personally,
That's me
I just
personally,
assume. I just assume because you know what they say about assuming. You know what I mean? You should
Make
assume.
an ass about yourself
Right.
anytime you make an assumption out of
Right.
shit.
But I assume because you know what I put on Facebook, that's real time, that's real life or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm the same on and off social media. What you see is what you get. So, you know, I used to think that was everybody, but you know,
Nah, I be on
I
there lying.
realized that that's not, huh?
I be on there lying.
You be capping.
No,
Thank you
I
for
know this is my
thank you for
personal
solidifying my
belief that
point.
most people
Well, no, she said
actually,
she wasn't shit,
they
but she mean
posting
it.
their real thoughts. Like motherfuckers that sit there and say some outrageous shit about all them just jokes for Facebook. No, motherfucker, that's how you really think. That's how you really feel. Otherwise, why would you be saying it?
They say
Rick,
a lot
you're
of
right.
truth is said in jest. They say a lot of truth is said in jest. You'll be joking, but there's, you know, even you know, there's some elements of truth in all of it.
A lot of shade is too.
Oh yeah, plenty.
No doubt, no doubt.
Man, you know what? I have to ask
Man,
each
it's
and every
tied
single
26.
last one of y'all. What do y'all take away? I mean, this Quentin, this is first time on here, but what do y'all take away from here when y'all leave here? How do y'all feel when y'all leave here?
Well, I mean, understanding that the perspectives are obviously different, but at the same time, with the conversation of how social media just literally switched the whole idealization, like compared to parenting, how yeah, I was saying earlier. I mean, like we could still see how social media could literally could raise us to meet our perspectives different. You know, like I still believe you know it takes a village to raise a child because like I'm a middle child of four other siblings for my mom and how she was raising me, you know, she wanted the best for me, but at the same time, you know, she said my dad ain't shit. But in my mind, that's still my dad.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I mean, you can say all the shit you want.
And your
but at
dad
the
ain't
same time,
stupid.
right.
And that, but yeah, I get, and that had
We get that.
that has an effect on the child.
Hey, Yara, what was you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I was saying kids come to a certain age when they like start realizing who the real problem is, like between the parents.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Well,
No
that
doubt.
happens later on as they mature. But at 15, with hormones and puberty, like
No, it
dude,
ain't gonna happen there.
In their head, why does my dad love me? Like, why am I unlovable? Why doesn't anyone want to stick around in my life? This and that. But like,
Yeah, you know,
once you
funny.
grow up
but
and
the
look
thing
back on it,
about the hardest part about that is that I have to take all of it for
you
him,
never gotta
his
pick up
father.
the slack.
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying all the rage that he has for his father, I have to
Taking it
consume
out
that
on
because
his
who else
head.
he gonna give it to? And that's
Right.
who he's been giving it. And I'm like, you know, I don't know how to redirect this kid.
And you know
You know?
why? Well, what plays into that is he knows you love him unconditionally.
Right.
So, which as you should. So you gonna get the worst of it because he know that you ain't gonna never leave him. He knows that he ain't gonna never lose you.
You're always gonna
So
be
unfortunately, you gonna get the but you know it'll get greater later. You know it's a process. You know, 15 he don't even understand half of the stuff like you guys were mentioning. Why
Right.
does my
At
father
this point,
don't
he probably
reject me?
still can't even piss straight. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't even thinking about. He probably ain't even thinking about. You know, not on the surface. He's not sitting here pondering. Why is my dad rejecting me? He ain't even thinking about it. It's in there. Don't get me wrong. It's in there, but he's misdirecting it to other shit. Like, you know,
Right.
little shit that don't even matter. He
And,
he might get mad at that shit. He'll put all them emotions that he don't even know how to identify. He don't know why
Right.
he feel
Like
this way.
growing up, if you don't
You know?
realize what exactly your childhood traumas are, they're gonna follow you around forever
Right.
until the day.
Right.
But, you know, until
Well, I'm gonna make
Right.
damn sure his don't.
And Mila,
Yeah.
what are you? I'm sorry.
your demons gonna forever haunt you if you can't admit
If
that
you
you
don't
even
face
got
them.
them in the first place.
Definitely.
Right.
Actually,
Mila,
I got one more thing to say, and I'll end my conversation here. But going back to the cultural vulture idea, I mean that's going to be never ending. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
whatever
I
new
agree.
trend that's going to come about, somebody's going to literally follow that
People gonna
shit up
jump
with-
on it.
Come
Yeah,
on,
people
look at
gonna jump
Thomas
on it.
Edison when he stole like a lot of the
Tesla. Tesla.
like stealing all those
Yeah.
inventions, especially from us black folks back in the day.
Mhm.
Louis
You know,
Latimer.
like
Yeah.
if anyone's the ultimate cultural vulture was Edison.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, no
Mhm.
doubt. No doubt.
Mhm.
Shit,
But,
they say the only thing that Europeans invented was the patent office.
Mhm. Ain't that
So
some,
they got
ain't
a
that
hold
some
of
shit?
everything going through there. Yep.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
mean, think
even
about it. What sense does it make for somebody who gonna invent some shit to make labor easier? The motherfuckers out there sweating doing the shit, or the
Right.
person sitting back drinking lemonade
Well,
and
we
shit.
we
But
know
they got the
exactly
credit
who
for
made
it.
the cotton gin. You know that
Yeah.
ain't no
yeah,
secret.
yeah, just
No
just
doubt.
drinking their lemonade is like, I made that shit.
Right. Look what I mean.
Yeah, I got tired of doing this, so I actually made it.
I got
Right.
Made it
I
easier.
felt so bad for these motherfuckers that I had to go ahead
All
and
right
make their
now.
life easy.
Earlier they were saying something about like different personas on social media and like parenting and stuff. And I feel like there's a lot of social media parents out here who are like saying that they're doing all this shit for their kids and like showing receipts and like taking
And they ain't
pictures with
doing
their
shit.
kids, but in real life
Ain't doing,
they ain't doing shit.
Ain't doing
ain't
shit.
doing a damn
Yeah.
But see,
thing.
that's the problem is motherfuckers think because they done brought some Jordans that they a good parent.
Right.
Fuck them Jordans.
They're
Your
like,
kid
soon
is
as
a
your baby
motherfucker.
mama send you some pictures.
But you know what?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Speaking on that, and I was just having this conversation that whenever those things pop up, it takes the people that is around them to call them out. Like, you know, you a
Right.
damn
Yeah.
lie. You know,
Right.
you a
Right.
damn lie. You know
Like,
what I'm
But
saying?
motherfuckers don't want to
thinking-
do that because they don't want to beef with nobody.
Right.
That's
I
the whole
know people
point
out here
behind it.
thinking
Now,
I'm a
I'm gonna
Ain't
ask this
no
question
beef
right quick.
behind something that's the truth though. I feel.
Right.
Hey guys, just because
but
you play Madden, that doesn't make you a
everybody
good
ain't gonna
football player.
receive
Just
that
saying.
shit. There's
True
plenty
that.
of people that don't receive the truth.
What you
There's
say,
plenty
Rick?
of people that don't receive the truth. I said everybody ain't gonna receive that shit the right way. It's plenty of people that don't, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker know their breast thing. You better man, your breast thing. Oh, motherfucker, hey, nigga, just choose some guns.
No, it don't.
That's
That's called
You know what I'm
denial.
saying?
The only-
Denial.
But you know,
It only takes-
I wanted to
it only takes a millisecond just to smell the gingivitis. Just saying. Like,
But
You know?
well, don't
I-
quote me on my almost true percentage, but 90% of the people, if you bring the truth to them and say, you know, you put
they
the
gonna reject that
They
shit.
can't
They
take
gonna
constructive
reject it.
criticism.
they gonna
No,
reject
I
it
don't know.
automatically
I ain't gonna
because they
say
know they lying.
I don't think.
Well-
Well, yeah, them people.
I-
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
I
If they
think the
capping-
joys, it's like the joys of the internet here, like going back to the double life statement I was kind of mentioning, your accountability is doubled online because you literally put that hook, line, and sinker on the internet. So if you go to try to end up getting rid of it, like someone's gonna call you out outside of it. Because I
They
mean,
got
because
to.
I
That's
have
the
to.
problem is that people are not calling
Not
other
calling
people
people
about
out. Exactly.
I think that just
There's no
takes. I think that
accountability.
just takes too much energy to be capping and trying to hold up something that you ain't on a social media. That's
I
too
mean,
much.
but
That's
you
doing
gotta
too much.
think.
And when
the
you lie, you
motherfuckers
gotta
that's
tell
trying to
another
it.
upload
lie
Ray,
that
come
in
shit,
jump on
another
my
lie.
timeline.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna have to this.
a motherfucker that's trying to upload
Okay,
the image
okay.
on Facebook ain't got shit going on. But I want to ask y'all this
That's what I'm
question.
saying.
At what age is it appropriate for a child to have social media?
It depends on that individual child.
It
Uh,
yeah,
le-
it
level
depends
of
on their
maturity.
I
personality.
say adulthood. None of mine have it yet. One grown, one not. I say
Well,
never.
My
And
look,
just stay under
my
the radar.
youngest,
Stay
my
away
youngest,
from
I feel it.
my
Right.
youngest had a face. He's 14, and he had a Facebook probably for a few years now. And
Facebook is the devil, Bobby Boucher.
so what was
Man.
funny
Yeah.
though,
On social media.
like,
Look,
he
I
told on
remember back in
himself.
I was about to say, I remember back in the
Mature.
day going on MySpace, freaking ordering pizza from Pizza Hut.
Well, look, my 14-year-old, this is how I found out he had a Facebook, because he got a fake profile. This is how, and he mature enough. I'm not worried about. He the youngest. He got 3 older brothers and stuff. So, but he was. I had to do. I was doing a live stream concert, and he was like, "It's on Facebook," and I'm like, "Yeah," and he goes, "All right, well, I'm gonna friend you. My name is He said Bubby Bubberson or something on there. So when you get a friend request from Bubby Bubberson, it's me. You know,
Buggy Bubberson. What?
I saw
he got a
somebody.
fake profile.
I saw somebody and I've been like Scoobity Doo, Scoobity
It's
Foo.
better than having a real
or some shit.
profile though, like with your full name and profile picture and where you live and
He don't have
friends. Like it's, I feel like it's safer to have a fake profile.
Yeah, and plus he
Well,
just
for
Facebook,
you.
he ain't even.
I mean, maybe
Facebook
on the
is for
PlayStation
old-
Hell,
Network.
she
but,
was
like,
already done told the world where she work at.
Look, my son.
Oh, it was only one time. That's some stalker shit.
Right, it came natural.
My son,
Oh,
he don't.
shit.
I mean, he think Facebook is for old people. You know, like he don't even be on Facebook. It's like Snapchat, Twitter, IG or whatever. He think Facebook is lame. Actually, you know.
They all the
No,
same.
that's the hood. That's the slums. I can get away with a lot of stuff there.
That's what also
Right.
Yeah,
That shit is.
But I also have
social
every
media is the devil in general.
it is.
you say Dooley?
I have every profile under the sun, but it just depends on what it is, though. How I'm feeling on Twitter, fucking Instagram.
Man, you're making me miss MySpace so much.
What is my son doing right now?
You know, as a matter of fact, since I'm on camera, I'm also say this if homeboys see this on my freaking YouTube or whatever. I'm so sorry, Tom. We left you way too soon on MySpace.
Hey man, we did Tom.
Oh,
wrong
Tom,
again.
yeah, we just
right,
played
right,
Tom.
like-
Really.
Well, he
We
messed
did-
up when he gave the whole page to artists and stuff. Everybody ain't no dang artist.
Oh, we ain't shit though.
Hey, everybody
Well, shit,
ain't
I
no
am.
film star neither.
That was
They
my
was
whole
on there
reason
doing
of
their
getting
too.
on MySpace is to
Wasn't
promote my
mine.
shit.
I just wanted to learn how to crank the Soldier Boy and then just be done with it. But then I end up
Right.
getting stuck, though. You know,
Right.
Man, I
crank
was
the
changing
Soldier
back-
Boy was like you. And they're like, oh, you got
Look.
another follower. Great.
I was changing backgrounds every damn day. Like,
I was like, let me bling out my background.
right.
Hold up, y'all. I gotta go get my
You know, changing ringtones and
Hey, when you come back, Ray, we
I ain't
finna
even put no stock into it, man. The only reason
I
got
can
a
still hear
Facebook
you. I got my
page-
AirPods in. What you say?
I was gonna say like we all pushing everything. What we going?
Yeah, we finna close
yeah,
down. Hey,
yeah.
turn
We
up
finna close
then.
everything. Yeah,
Right.
he been turned up.
He lit.
We finna shut everything down though, and we finna everybody just plug in what y'all promoting and everything.
Safe sex is the best sex. Strap up.
No, it's not.
Man,
No,
I remember the
Cab.
safest was not getting caught. No, I was just playing. Okay, yeah.
No, man.
No, I'm just playing.
Dude.
I'll definitely learn my
Safe.
lesson.
You don't have to. Safe sex don't always mean condoms, though.
It could be a female condom.
Right.
No,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like be safe like a condom, but if you break, you know, like we don't feel sorry
My
for you.
favorite.
Like, I mean,
Safe sex is choosing the right partner.
Right.
You know, that's the safest sex you can have.
Hey, get down.
all right,
You know,
all right. Are we closing this conversation here?
No, we finna promote.
Happy
This is the
Black
part where
History
we
Month,
promote
everybody.
everything, like what you got going and stuff like that. You can start
we
off.
promote
quick.
safe sex. Word up.
All right.
Look,
Okay.
Stop making babies if you ain't gonna take care of them. If you can't feed them,
Word.
don't breed them.
Word.
True that.
I've been dealing with that for
safe
34
sex is
years.
the
No
best
kids.
sex,
I'm good.
Okay.
But
Them
All
kids,
right, so-
fuck them kids gang.
Stop. That's
all right,
funny as hell, though.
all right.
Well,
I'll
I'm
give a small
taking
promotion.
care of all the ones I know about.
Hey,
All right.
Somebody gonna watch this and you're gonna be sorry later. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm taking care of all the ones I'm aware of, man. Every single one of them.
He said all the ones I'm aware of. That's terrible.
Yeah.
hey, how many kids you got? All of them.
Right.
Right.
All of them. Every single one.
All right, so what y'all promoting though? Like Quentin, go ahead and start it off.
All right. So if you guys don't know me, you can hit me up on facebook.com/Mighty Quinn. I am a DJ, a karaoke host, and also a blogger. So I talk about virtually everything under the sun, just like my homeboy Julie been doing for this last while, which I going to say congratulations for getting this far here on YouTube. And I'm going to try to promote his show, well, this episode on my channel, also on my Facebook page. So
Appreciate it.
so also, if you guys want to be friends with me right after this, just let me know.
What's the where you do the karaoke joints at?
I do my karaoke shows and my DJing on Twitch, which is also Mighty
Twitch
Quinn.
is dope. Yeah, Twitch
Yeah,
is
so
dope. Yeah.
it's Mighty Quinn 419.
Okay.
And I also do some live shows, some of my DJing, and also my my blog on my regular Facebook page. So if you need other information out of this, just let me know, and I'll also leave it on the comment on YouTube after this is finished.
Right. Okay.
No.
All right. Anybody else?
Is Mila still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm just waiting to see what you promoting today.
Uncle Kenny here.
I gotta see your promote. That's what I wait for every episode since you've been on here.
I'm not promoting anything, but
that's my
next
highlight.
week-
That's the highlight. for
y'all,
me.
I mean, y'all can come down to
Here we go.
come down. I'm not gonna say it.
No, come on, girl.
Oh man.
Wait.
This
Hold
the
up.
highlight. I'm looking forward to this part.
Why stop there? When you say whenever you say come down to, that is very, very suspect of you.
Oh,
innocent
no.
choice there.
Oh, baby, I was getting ready to go in, and I forgot you was on the line. But you, I ain't got nothing to promote. I swear, not this week.
Oh man, you gotta have something next week. That gotta be a part of the whole
I ran
show.
out of baby daddies to rent out.
No, I'm
and-
really gonna
Right.
put that as a conversation on Facebook. Who the hell stops at come down to?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's
I mean,
it.
what
I'm
else
gonna
you
need
got
y'all to
after
come
that?
down to. Right.
Yeah, like it's gonna come
Come on
out.
down to
Look,
the
look.
Sugar Shack.
I mean, you might also say come down to.
Fish sandwich is $3.
Go ahead, Yara.
Right.
I'm promoting maternal mental health and helping single mommies out because we definitely need that shit.
Oh,
Even though
you know
we
what?
say no all the time.
So
we need that
true.
shit.
So true. So true.
I'm with that cause too. And
So
today, y'all know about the People's Podcast, but this is the person that actually makes the merchandise we have. It's United, Never Divided, +1. It's dope. It's dope.
Yeah.
You know, that's in the chats. You can see the website right there. I set it up so everybody can go there and see it. Yara, you work tomorrow? I'll see you then. And
I
then
got something I want to promote.
go ahead.
I got nickel bags on deck.
Hey,
Hey, I got
you
the
at the
cookies.
crib?
I got the cookies, y'all.
You
How
at the
much?
crib?
Just because
I
I'm
got the cookies, dog.
You at the crib right now?
yeah, just because I'm wearing the green on my head, that doesn't mean like
I got cookies.
you make
I
promotion.
got cookies, y'all.
Where's that?
Yeah. Hey, all right, well, look, I'm gonna promote the same shit. My album dropped March 21st. It's called 21 Days. I got a single out there floating around on all platforms. It goes by the title of Empty Canvas. There's a video on YouTube for that one. Also, I'd like y'all to check out my band on. We just did a live stream on this radio thing called The Man Cave by Jeff Lamb. So if
I
you
know
look up,
exactly what you're talking about.
yeah,
They
if you
should
look
listen
up
to that.
Jeff Lamb, The Man Cave, and Everyday People is the name of the band. We just did that last week.
Hey, man,
So
where
y'all
my
go check
t-shirt
that
at, man? Or my hoodie?
I'm-
I've been waiting on that.
I got you, man. What size you need?
I need a 2X t-shirt or a 3X hoodie.
2X. Okay. All right, I got you. What color?
Whatever color y'all got.
All right, bet.
You can make that
Hold on, let me
motherfucker tie-dye.
Give-
I don't give a damn.
Hey, I
Give
don't
him
have a
give
tie-dye
him the avocado
t-shirt, though.
green. Give him the avocado green.
Said avocado.
Whatever you want, man. Let me write this 2X.
Oh, weed.
But yeah, Uncle Ray on all platforms. I only have a few singles out there now, but like I said, March, I'm dropping a full-length album. And then I'm dropping another one on my birthday on July 4th. So y'all stay tuned for all of that.
Oh, are you a Cancer?
How did you know that?
Because I'm born in
Oh,
July.
because I said July 4th,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Yes.
Duh.
Mhm.
Wow.
Hey, I wouldn't have known that. I ain't no Cancer. Hey, I would have not have known that one.
No, it's only because I'm a Cancer. I don't know shit else about any
You
other
know what
sign.
I'm saying?
What part though? Late June, early July? What?
July 16th, so mid-July.
Okay,
right.
yeah, we some special people,
Y'all
no
do
doubt.
You motherfucking right.
Oh, you are too?
Hell
Just
Now,
trying to-
now, when you
I
say
was about to say,
special,
you meant the other special, didn't
My
what
son
kind
is
of special is we talking about now? Special needs?
you meant the other special. Oh, there she go. There she go. Well, yeah, we are special, no doubt. The
Yeah,
planet needs
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
The planet needs more of us. I'm telling you.
I
What's your
Hey,
birthday, Mila?
Need more of you or more
May
Cancer? Because
13th.
we could.
yeah, you better know it, sir.
You say what? What you say?
May
you say, Mila?
13th.
8/13. That's you, Mila.
May 13th. Me and Rick
Oh,
share
May
the same
13th.
birthday.
Oh, May. That's So you a what? Taurus or
Yeah.
Gemini? Gemini.
Say Gemini and I'll come through this screen.
So you're Taurus. You're Taurus.
Gemini.
You're Taurus.
Yeah.
You're a bull. So that explains a lot.
Me and Rick actually share the same birthday.
That's what's up.
Facts.
But you the other side of that spectrum. Ricky laid
Yeah.
back, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
nah, Ricky ain't laid the fuck back.
He
Fuck
ain't.
that,
I
nah.
don't know who you talking about.
On here, I'm going off of my perception on
Yeah, I
here.
was
You know,
gonna
I'm
say,
sure
on
he got a
here.
side. I'm sure he got
Didn't I-
another side that we don't see here. I'm pretty
Didn't I
pretty
tell-
sure. he
but
did.
Uncle Ray.
Everybody don't need to know that I'm remedial now. Don't nobody
Didn't
need to know that.
Uncle Ray, I told you 2
What's
weeks
up?
ago he be lying.
No, Rick cool with me, man. I like Rick.
I am
Hey,
way too
that's
sober
bro
for this
right
A
there.
lie
conversation.
ain't nothing to tell, but shit, it got to be told now, baby.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
y'all, I gotta upload this and make sure everybody get it and stuff. Though this is another great one though. We broke a
So-
record last episode. Thanks to everybody who was there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, we gonna keep doing it.
No
So
comment.
Sorry for
Yeah.
my tardiness, man. I was tied up with some shit.
Me
Yeah.
too. I was late as hell. I'm so sorry.
But
Don't
that-
nobody
that's
want
us
to hear y'all
cancers.
trifling ass excuses.
Cancers, huh?
I'm
I
just
got
grateful.
real
I
excuses.
was
Single
just
mom.
glad I could eat my dinner right in front of y'all. I'm grateful. Like,
And I gotta make dinner, so I gotta go get all them groceries out the car. I'm tired.
Oh wow. Yeah.
make sure you
Well,
get
And it's
your
cold.
Shit for me.
make
And
sure
no-
you get
no-
your parking
no-
spot though.
and
Dog,
nobody
I
wants
told
that
the people,
frozen
I
milk.
saw them when they were leaving in another car. I was like, "Is that your car right there? Can you move it, please?" And she was like, "You could take my parking spot," and then dipped. And then her parking spot is so snowy. Like my car's probably stuck right now.
Oh
Oh
damn.
wow.
I'm so hurt, and I have to walk. Like
Mm.
I hate people.
Can't drive no Mini Cooper in the snow now.
I need a nap or two. Or three. I don't even know at this point. I'm drinking Red Bull. What time is it?
I mean,
Contemplate.
I took
Ten.
About 9?
I was about to say I took 3 naps. I mean, if you want to take my turn, like by all means.
No, I got
Something
shit.
for me?
I got some
I mean,
projects to work on. I'm gonna be up all night.
Man.
This shit
Yeah, me
bullshit.
same here though. But yeah, I bring them in. I bring them up for you. Here I come.
I appreciate that.
I'm just now getting to
problem.
fucking Belleville, man. This shit here horrible. And I gotta turn around and be back at work at motherfucking 5:30 a.m. I'm just, dang.
Oh shit.
It's supposed to snow again tonight, I think.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
heard. We're supposed to get 3 to 6 again tonight. I
Yeah.
hope it do, because I ain't going to work.
Hey,
I still
I'm
gotta
gonna
go to work tomorrow. I don't know what you guys talking
I
about.
don't. I wasn't even supposed to work today.
hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All y'all ugly, and I gotta go.
And it ain't shit. And proud of it.
It ain't shit.
I love that. I love that. I love her. I love her.
I know.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Hey, she ain't doing nothing to help her motherfucking confidence right now.
Right.
I don't know about
Hey, all
y'all.
y'all
but-
ugly. I
it's like
embrace
I
my
ain't
funny
ugly.
looking.
I have my
Hey, don't-
moments, but don't get me wrong. I ain't ugly.
I don't know who
embrace-
told you that. Ain't
I am
nobody
what
told
I am.
Hey, listen, this is about the ugliest ragtag group of months now.
Yeah.
At least my baby is cute. I got enough to show with that. Can't no one call my
Well,
baby.
you know what they say, two ugly people make a pretty baby.
Right.
Right.
Thank you.
I was told.
I'm already an amputee. Don't make me bring the freaking peg leg out. Like,
No.
So, I was told I was so ugly that I'm handsome. I done reached the level of ugliness that it ended up being handsome. So anybody ever been told that?
Damn.
I'm a
That's a
sexy
Facebook
Sasquatch.
one.
I'm gonna let y'all go though. All right.
That nigga said a
All
sexy
right. I'll see you
Sasquatch.
tomorrow.
All right. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, y'all, peace.
All right.
till then.
Blessings, peace and blessings.
Yeah.